Well, I've reviewed all the Protect bots, all these guys, and I've already reviewed Groove, so let's go ahead and combine them to form Defensor. Alright, so here is everyone in their combined mode, and if you want to see how to transform all of these into the combined mode, please check out their reviews. I already did a video on Groove with Defensor, but I still wanted to combine the whole set for the Defensor review, so I'm going to quickly talk about that, and then I'm going to change over back to Rook. But let's go ahead and combine everything. So the first thing I like to do is first open up these because I forgot about that. And then what I like to do is combine the legs first. Let's see. Or the arms, doesn't really matter. But I think, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this in the review, that this piece likes to pop out of place. All you need to do is push back on the tab and then push that up, and it should click back into place. It is a common problem for a lot of hotspots I found, so don't get too worried about that. It just happens. Alright, so now that we have Defensor with his legs, with his pants, I sure hope he's wearing his brown pants. Ha ha ha, Deadpool reference. And then we bring in his arms, and we plug those in like so. And there we have Defensor in his combined mode. Now what you can do is you can take the guns and you can combine it like so. But if I'm being honest, I do not like the combination for the guns. Actually, I think this might be my least favorite combination of any of the weapons because it just looks like a gun with another gun on front of it. Like, some of the guns, okay, I kind of get where they're going for. Some of the other weapons are kind of like this too, but I just don't like the look at this one because you can see that this part stops and it doesn't continue, so it just doesn't look good. I think that if this lower part continued further, the same thing on this side, then it would look better. It would look like an actual shotgun. As far as right now, I just don't like the look of it, but what I can do to remedy that is add that to the other side like so. Now I know on the packaging, usually first aid is used as a leg, and then I'm using Groove right now because this is the G1 combination, but if I were to use Rook, he would be used as an arm on the package. I decided to go with the G1 version just because, well, that's the G1 version, and I think it looks pretty good. Another thing that I will make a point is he likes to lean forward on his hips. Bruticus does the same thing. I haven't really gotten this remedy to work for Bruticus as much, but I can find a remedy for Hotspot, and all I have to do is click one of the legs back, and there's a little bit of give in the joint, so I just try to bring that as close together as possible without making that click forward or out of place. So one of them is click back, one of them is click forward just once, and just straighten that out, and there you go. And the whole figure will straighten up from the torso, and it will look fine. So that's just what I do. I'm pretty glad that I was able to find that out, so that's pretty cool. Again, on Bruticus it doesn't really work as much, but for Defensor it seems to work just fine. Now the articulation is basically the same with any other combination, but for this I'm going to switch out the Groove figure. I will say this is pretty cool. I do like the Groove figure, but a bike and a car being a leg, that is kind of weird. I will say, I will say aesthetic-wise, it does look pretty good. I can see why the lazy eyebrow reviewer likes to display his Defensor with Groove. But for the retail version, we use Rook. And Rook actually is alright, but as I mentioned for Rook, he just has this very boxy and square and flat look to him that does make him look off. Groove does kind of look off from the whole set, but at least he's got enough stuff going on. Like, for First Aid, he's got a couple of things going for him. It's not just flat. You know, he's got a couple of things that pop on it. For Streetwise, I know he's very plain, but at least he's got this front section that pops. For this guy, you know, he pops because, well, he's the helicopter and he's got a lot of stuff going for him. For this guy, it does the same thing, but for Rook, he just seems a little too plain for me. Not saying that he looks bad with the whole combination, but he does look a little plain. I will say that I forgot to mention a couple of things in the separate reviews. First off, Mother Russia. I forgot to do that, because if you look at the head on this guy, you'll know why I'm saying that. And also, that Streetwise is an off-white compared to everything else. That is not a quality control problem. That is not an issue. That is actually made as a reference to the original Generation 1 figure. So don't be concerned about the off-white. It's not like it's been in a non-smoke-free area or whatever. I don't know. But as far as Defensor is concerned, he looks very good. I am very satisfied with the whole aesthetic of him. His head is beautiful. It looks fantastic. The biggest complaint that I have with it are these tabs. They don't really lock into place. But if you hold that and then rotate the arms, that's fine. You know, you can get all the articulation you want. I like how they do some things on the Defensor set. Now, I do not have the Legends Prowl, but honestly, I don't think I would combine it with the Legends Prowl, because look at this chest detail. It just looks fantastic. That looks like Defensor to me. You know, when we saw the first pictures of Defensor, we were kind of a little, just put off with it, because the Groove figure just didn't really look that good to us. And I don't have Groove, so I can't really say that it looks bad in person. But just from the images, it didn't really look good. But you take Groove off, that looks nice. That looks very good. I like the detail going on with that. And I like how the black added here adds for like a waist. So that's very nice. And he's got some little bits of detail going on right here. I like this great look right here. And it goes with this, and it looks nice. I think that as far as the torso is concerned, I think that the Hotspot figure is pretty good. I won't say he's my favorite. I think that Silverbolt looks best as a torso because it looks complete and everything stays together just fine. But as far as this is concerned, I like the shape, I like the look, and as far as Defensor is concerned, this looks like Defensor. Again, with Rook, of course, but I don't think Rook looks that bad, okay? If you can't get Groove and you're too upset by the fact that you can't get Groove, well, Rook is a pretty good replacement, so that's alright. Again, this is the way I do the guns, just because the combination isn't that great, but as far as that is concerned, that actually looks pretty good. I'm very satisfied with that. The painted eyes looks very good. I do like that. Let's turn this guy around. It is so cool how the ladder wraps around the whole thing, and yet they are still able to remold this into Bruticus. So even with Bruticus in mind, they made this. That is very cool. You can definitely see the robot modes of the legs, and you can rotate them. I know a lot of people do that for Menasor and Superion. I don't do that because I like the knee articulation personally, and I like the look of the cars being used as legs. I don't know, that just seems more like it's a transformer to me. Yeah, you will notice that this joint just droops sometimes. You know, that happens, but yeah, I'm just really satisfied with the look of this. I think it looks very good. I am very satisfied with it. And you can also add all these weapons to different places, like I do sometimes. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a very nice combination. It really looks nice. All the figures are suited for this. Hotspot looks fantastic as a torso. Let's do a little comparison. Now, He is a little smaller than some of the other Combined Wars figures, but that's not too bad. Like, you can see with this figure, head-wise, the Superion or Cyclonus mold is a lot bigger than that. And I believe that the Menasor one, I think the Motormaster one, once you get in the Combined mode, is the tallest for the torso. I could have that wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, that's just that. But very cool nonetheless. I will say, this is a very nice combination. It might not be my favorite, I'm not sure, but as far as I'm concerned, the Protectobots were always my favorite as far as the Autobot combiners. And you know what? It doesn't disappoint me with this aesthetic. Whether you get Groove or not, this is very nice. And I really do like it. I'm blown away with the fact that I've got all the Protectobots. I think they all look good. And there's not really much more to say about it. Great articulation with the toy. It looks nice when it's fully combined. You can swap out whatever you want. It's just very cool, very fun. And some of the problems you can remedy on this toy. So that's very good. So anyways, that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. If you guys want to see all the reviews to this guy, I will link them down in the description below. That is if I remember to do that. Sometimes I forget to do that. So if I don't do that, then just remind me. Anyways, that is pretty much it. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun details, and I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump. I know the lamps are in the way, but just a couple of extra little things. There's a size comparison with the deluxe class figures. Also, Blades, First Aid, Rook, Streetwise, all their weapons. It's just fun. Love it.